Welcome back to Delta Green. We are in the small town of Groversville, where nothing bad ever happens. Except when it does. This is a show rated R for cosmic horror, which includes the slow deterioration of the protagonist's mental health and physical health. In fact, I think one of them is in kind of need of medical attention. Fenton?
I'm almost dead.
Yep.
I got 3 health.
Shouldn't you ship him back to a hospital somewhere? You're the only ones who can deal with this right now, so yeah. You'll just have to suck it up. That's what we do. You just suck it up here. Or something. I'm your friendly handler, Mikhail Hellstrom. This is the Myth Machine channel. Don't forget, if you want to be in on the loop from ACEL, to follow the channel, subscribe, press the bell on the YouTube, and communicate only through chat and commentaries, because otherwise the aliens will see you. With us today we have who?
Darian playing Special Agent Brian Fenson, currently bedridden, heavily injured, and forever turned off from Jello.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm Harper. I play Confronting Talbot, and I have the world's worst shopping list right here with me.
I'm Briar, and I'm playing Dr. Alex Blair. And I got lucky last time with not being injured.
This is true. Talbot isn't particularly hurt either. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Last time, it was a rather intense session that covered, what was it, like 12 hours, 16 hours, something like that, with a break into the town hall, terrible discovery in the town hall's boardroom, including intense fight against a horrible monster that bullets didn't seem to have anything about at all, until you finally figured out that Molotov cocktails is the way to go. Fenton was very near death, but Blair managed to save him and administer first aid properly. And then you ended up in jail overnight because of breaking and entering, until you finally got a lawyer down here to help you out from detention. And now Fenton and DeLuca it's in the middle of the day of Sunday, September 8th, 1996. Fenton and DeLuca are in Merle's shut-eye, and for various reasons not in the field. And Blair and Talbot are staking out the town hall to see who is coming and going, and also apparently going shopping. So what are we shopping, Talbot? Because you apparently have the shopping list of all time.
Okay, I would like a bag of bread, brake fluid, sugar, as many bottles of spirits as I can get my hands on, preferably the glass ones, flour, saltpeter, a pack of cigarettes, ping pong balls, chlorine, 5 lighters, bandages, Tylenol, fertilizer, and 2 thick winter coats.
What the actual fuck are you doing?
What?
This sounds like the recipe for an improvised explosive device.
I think actually there's 3 on here at least.
Oh my god.
I can see some of those being used for an ID, but really curious where the others are coming into play.
I think the only problem right now is that it is in fact a Sunday, so because these are very God-fearing people, the stores are in fact closed today.
I go to Blair and I go, do you want to just bundle everyone up for a road trip?
Pardon?
Do you want to just get everybody in the car for a road trip down to Phoenix so we can go shopping without the cops watching us?
I don't know if it's wise to bring 2 injured people. I think they should be stayed resting.
Fair,
Yeah.
but we can just throw Fenton in the trunk. The trunk. It's not gonna be that bad. He'll be fine. Right?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, maybe one of us should stay back to make sure those two don't die, and I can probably go into Phoenix and be back in an hour, maybe.
Yeah, I'll
Good.
remain here and make sure the other two stay safe.
Knoxville.
Got it.
It's gonna take a while. Phoenix is very far away, but
Yeah.
Knoxville.
Well, the closest Walmart should do the trick.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Very well. Talbot is gonna go to the closest Walmart. Meanwhile, in the Merle's Shut-Eye, there's gonna be a knock on Fenton's door.
Look around. And I am going to get up and peek out the window, but make sure I have my handgun with me.
Yeah, you're wobbling up there. You're gonna see three people outside. One is holding a camera on the shoulder. It might even be four people, actually. Another person is holding lights, fairly powerful lights. A third one is holding some kind of screen to reflect the lights. And then you have this fellow with the beard and the glasses. He's dressed in a suit, like business suit, and he's holding a microphone on which it says Phenomen X.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to go back to bed.
As you do this, you know what? Let's see. How lucky are we today? Apparently not at all. There will be a knock on your door again.
That's
Then
okay.
there's a knock on the window. We know you're in there. We know you're in there. The public has a right to know.
It doesn't. Sucks to be them.
The tagline is apparently "We believe you." You can see that too. You saw that too. My name is Frank Carancola of Phenomen X. We have questions here. Why are federal agents in town? Is this connected to the high activity of alien intrusions into our country?
Yeah, Fenton's been friends with Talbot long enough. He can tune out stuff when he wants to.
He's just tuning out.
I am not engaging with this at
You
all.
are not. Okay. Yeah, very well. They are gonna pester you. They're gonna keep pestering you for a while, knocking on the door and the window, and you can see like the light from their light rig trying to shine through the curtains. Eventually, when you just don't respond, they'll go on to the next door and knock on there for a while. That's gonna be DeLuca's door. Apparently, she is about as responsive.
We're all in the same room, aren't we?
Oh, maybe you are. Yeah, but you have rented different rooms, haven't you?
We have rented different rooms, yeah, but
Yeah.
after our encounter, we all chose to stay in the same room.
Yeah, but Mr. Carancola apparently doesn't know that, so he keeps knocking on the other doors until eventually the noise of Carancola will disappear. So Blair is not going with Talbot to big city Walmart, apparently.
Right. I'm still just staking out.
You're still just staking out. Talbot, as you are going to big city Walmart, let's see now. How many cars did you even have, you guys?
I think we just had one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Blair is going to stand in the rain and be miserable while Talbot is driving off, apparently.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Is Talbot passing by the Merle's Shut-Eye before leaving to just, or are we just radioing things in?
Probably passing by, just making sure.
Very well. Roll me a luck check, please.
Is that it? Kill you.
Success! Is that the first successful luck roll ever?
Maybe.
One of your successes here, Talbot, consists in the fact that the Phenomen X van is in fact not here. I think you see it drive away as you're coming in towards Merle Shut-Eye. But more interesting than that is that when you're driving into Merle Shut-Eye to just go over, you're coming into the parking lot, you're coming out of the car, maybe you want to stock up on some snacks for the way, who knows, locking the door to the car, and then you see it. Someone is watching you from behind the window blinds of one of the motel rooms.
I don't let on that I see them, and I keep going about my day.
You know what? Why don't we do a stealth test for that? Because I'm feeling cruel that way.
I should have trained stealth dodgeball too.
Yep.
Dang. Oh no. Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oopsies. What kind of critical failure do we want here, Talbot? Do you want to pick one or roll for one?
What are my options?
Physical strain, in which case you lose either hit points or some points from a physical attribute. Emotional burnout, in which case you lose some willpower or from one of your mental attributes. Alienation, in which you offend an important NPC. There is no obvious NPC around to offend. Maybe there is one, who knows. Exhaustion, immediately become exhausted. A distraction, a -20 on your next roll. Or a confusion and gain incorrect information, though in this case that doesn't really apply too well because critical failure on stealth doesn't really yield much information, does it?
Mental burnout for willpower would probably be
That makes
the
sense.
closest.
Roll a d6.
Like it has been a long night.
It
You
has
know?
been. Very
Someone
much so.
two people almost died. It's not the day to play this game.
No, it's not. You're just, like, sighing deeply. Feeling something slightly snap in your mind as you see this move around, and obviously whoever was behind the blinders immediately move away. You can see the blinders just straighten out again. But you know the hotel room they're in.
I do.
Oh yeah, this is a motel. It's very obvious.
Alrighty. When I go up to the little desk, can I ask who's staying in that room?
Sure. Yeah, the teen at the desk. It seems like all of the high schoolers in town have basically been pressed into various entry-level jobs across Groversville. This person is gonna be like, oh, that room? Yeah, that would be Scott Adams. It's one of his rooms. Yeah.
One of his rooms?
Yeah, he rented 2 rooms. Yeah, he's one of them UFO nuts.
Is anybody else with him?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. And just wondering, is his room across from ours, or is it like adjacent? Like how close is?
No,
Adam's
there are a
room?
few rooms between you. If the motel is laid out in a bit of an L shape, then, or like a V shape on the side, if you will, then that room was on the other spoke.
Okay. When I go to check in with Fenton, DeLuca, drop off more big gulps and Tylenol and stuff.
Oh yeah, DeLuca will grab those immediately.
I'm gonna
No,
I'm gonna warn her after a big sip from a big gulp because I'm happy about the conspiracy theorist guys apparently know our rooms and they're knocking around asking questions.
Yeah, apparently there's a UFO guy staying a few doors down. He was watching me from the parking lot. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do I have the phone?
Probably.
Okay.
Because we have phones in our room, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
So it makes sense for her to have a cell phone.
Yep. You just
Yeah.
don't have any coverage out here because it's 1996. They're still running on beepers here.
So I guess if... Yeah, so... If something happens, just call me and I'll hurry back if I have coverage.
Got it. Be safe.
Thanks, you too. You probably need it more than me.
That's a risk, isn't it? Talbot, how good is your stealth?
11.
No, I'm sorry. Blair, how good is your
Oh,
stealth?
sorry.
Why do I
Where is it?
confuse people?
It's 31.
Why don't you roll one of those rolls?
Oh, come on.
That is just really annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think Blair's really trying to be stealthy anyway.
That makes sense. She's
And I'm assuming she's somewhere where she can't be, where it's no lord, like, she's somewhere where she can be loitering or whatever, I'm assuming.
but it's public enough for local strange people to not do something too strange, but
Yeah.
not breaking any loitering laws, so anti-loitering laws. Which means that a nice big van
No.
with like a telescopic, like a parabolic disc on the rooftop and Phenomen X painted on both sides. We believe you. It's rolling up and it's stopping not too far away from you, and you will see that the side door will open and out comes, even in this horrible rain, the crew. And they're coming up towards you.
She's just gonna sigh, like a very clear sigh, not caring.
Yeah, and
She doesn't want to deal with this.
Mr. Karen Cola will come up to you and say, this is, he's first turning towards the camera, of course, and he's saying, this is Frank Karen Cola reporting from Groversville. We have here one of the federal agents involved in tracking down and covering up the UFO activity in this town. Ma'am, what comments can you provide us to enlighten us about how deep the conspiracy goes? And he shoves the microphone under your nose.
I have no comments. I'm busy. I really don't have the time for this thing.
He turns back to the camera. As you can see, the federal agents here in town are completely paving the way for the alien incursion. They are in on the cover-up, and they're trying to silence voices that speak out about the truth of what is truly going on here in Groversville. We are being invaded, people, by aliens. And
She's just not paying attention. She really doesn't care.
and then they go, cut, did you get that? Was that a good cut? Do we need to do another? No? Okay, yeah. They treat you like air and just disappear.
Okay then.
Yep. I hate to say, out of character, I hate to say it, but I feel like they're the only ones in this town we can actually trust. That might be on our side.
Because it seems like they aren't being affected if they're drinking the water.
It's bad when the people driving a white windowless van are our best bets.
God.
Okay, Talbot, let's have a look. You've already had a little bit of a turn of luck here. Why don't you roll another luck check just to see if you can find a Walmart in timely fashion? This is all about how long time your shopping trip will take. Apparently, you cannot find a timely Walmart. So it's going to take you a little while to do this shopping trip. You're obviously going to find the stuff you're looking for because all of these things are fairly accessible and not particularly costly for your bank account, because I'm guessing you're not using your company card to buy all these things?
No, the most expensive thing I think I have on here are 2 thick winter coats.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking, leaving the paper trail, your special agent in charge, Derringer, might ask some questions about this very specific shopping list, which doesn't seem like it would help you thwart a bombing so much as initiate one.
I'm just getting some lab equipment and groceries. And our car, its brake's been having some issues. And yeah,
Yes.
I don't see how you can make a bomb with this. It's pretty safe.
Clearly, yes. Yep. I'm sure no chemist at the FBI would ever say anything different.
Who are they gonna ask? The demolitions expert?
Oh, that would be you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fenton, what are we doing while we're waiting for Talbot to return?
Sleep.
That makes sense.
Make the aching go away.
That's what the Tylenol is for, I guess. You'll just have to wait for Talbot to get back.
Yep. At some point, I might get up and write a few more defensive wards and sigils on the walls and doors to make myself feel safer, and then go back to sleep.
Very well. I think DeLuca is gonna be on her computer, and you will hear the beeps and boops and little rattling from her router, from her modem. No routers in this day, as she is basically surfing the internet for reasons. Idle, hands, bored, who knows. She is drinking like 80% of all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Soaking it up like a sponge. Blair, nothing is happening where you're staying. You're just looking at the town hall, and it's quiet, and the cops who have to stand up out here in the rain looking at you, looking at the town hall, I don't know. I guess the good news is that the rain will in fact let up. Yay! It's a bit warmer. Alright, we're just waiting for Talbot to get back, apparently. And so you will, after some time has passed. It's gonna be like mid-afternoon by the time Talbot is back, I guess. You've done some shopping, Talbot.
Yes, I have.
Yes, you have. Where are we going with this shopping list? Are we going back to Merle's Shut-Eye? I don't think you're gonna be experimenting in a car with this stuff, are you?
Absolutely not, no. Yeah, I'm going into Merle's Shut-Eye. Yeah.
Once again, you can see that person behind the blinders looking at you as the car comes in.
Julio. I just keep on going.
Indeed.
If he wants to fight, he should just come out and fight me, not stare at me menacingly.
I roll an alertness check for me, please. Hard to tell the gender of whomever is in there, but you don't get the impression of it being like a big burly heavyset guy. More like a smaller person.
Look, if they want to fight while I'm carrying sugar and saltpeter, they are more than welcome to.
Might even be some painted nails on there, yeah.
Good fashion sense.
Oh.
Oh.
Talbot is getting into the motel room again? What are we doing here?
I am laying my groceries out with the things that combine to explode or combust as far away from each other as possible.
That sounds like a good idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Does this mean that we're gonna roll a demolitions check here to craft some demolitions?
I'm gonna wait on that. I'm just setting the stuff out. Just figuring out how much of each thing I can make. The logistics of it all.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Albert, do you want to remind me what it is you do for the FBI again?
Oh, I go to buildings, especially manufacturing ones, and make sure that any mistakes or spills or explosions were accidents and not targeted.
Uh-huh. And what did you do before the FBI? I say, looking nervously at her groceries.
I was a certified production technician. Yeah, makes good money. Yeah, it
So
just makes sure things didn't explode.
did you approach the FBI or did the FBI approach you? Just out of curiosity.
I wanted to help people while also being an engineer, so made sense.
Okay. So nobody showed up at your door, flashing some badges, wanting to ask you a couple questions, and then somehow one thing turns into another and you got a job?
You're being oddly specific with this. Is that how you got your job?
No.
Yeah,
I'm just
no.
saying.
No, it's just when you learn how to have things not blow up and learn what to look for with arson cases, you quickly learn how to make things blow up and how to set things on fire in a way that people don't typically look for.
Fair enough. So,
Yeah.
our plan, I assume you're concocting. Are we going to burn down City Hall?
Ideally, no, but if we have to, we will.
I don't suppose there's any way you can make like a controlled in quotation marks, to just try and keep it localized and maybe just kill that thing without destroying the structure.
Yeah, a lot of these burn really fast, really quickly, so hopefully they burn out before they reach anything else. There's only so much fuel a fire can have, so it's like that.
Just a matter of keeping it contained so it doesn't spread and catch anything else.
But if it happens, so
That's true.
a
At this
risk
point.
you take with demolitions.
Man, I feel like there's this hypothetical GM out there when he's rolling dice to determine whether or not a room is bugged. Maybe it's just the painkillers.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. Think you might need to lower your dosage a bit there, bud.
Oh, that's okay. I can't feel anything, and I can almost see through time.
DeLuca
Yeah, okay,
is,
okay, bud. I take one of the bottles and I just
it's empty.
slide it over to him.
The
Oh.
bottle is.
Oh, the bottles of alcohol that I bought.
Oh, okay, that's not empty yet. No.
Yeah, no.
DeLuca's coming out of the washroom, and she looks incredibly uncomfortable, Fenton. Like, weirded out levels of uncomfortable.
Is it because we're here?
Fenton, it's
Yeah,
not
what's-
because you're there. But also maybe a little bit because you're there.
What's wrong?
Nothing, she says, and picks up her knitting in a very obvious I don't want to talk about this way.
Can we do a human check?
I've already done it for you.
Oh.
Is she uncomfortable as in she's like in pain or something's upsetting her?
Something is upsetting her.
Can I go
Okay.
into the bathroom and take a look around, see if anything's off?
Yeah, you can. What can I say about that? She flushed. So
First thing you check.
I'm looking for that, but the camera. Wait. Is the room warm?
Yes, it's as warm as any other room around here.
Okay. Can I turn on the water real quick to feel if it's initially running cold or hot?
It's running, in between, medium, I guess.
Okay. Hey, Fenton, how much did DeLuca drink while I was out?
How much did Luca drink while she was out?
80% of the fluids you brought?
80% of the fluids you brought? I know it's oddly specific, but I've had nothing better to do.
Hey, DeLuca. Oh, look over there.
I look.
Does she look?
This seems, I don't know, persuade check? Let's go with it.
At advantage because she's all drugged up, yeah?
She's not drugged up. Oh, maybe a little bit drugged up. Maybe some opiates from Blair to just painkillers and such.
Talbot doesn't need it.
Was that?
Talbot doesn't need it. Look at her go.
Okay.
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, DeLuca is looking that way, apparently.
Rare cocker
I can
spaniel too.
always roll her human to resist that. Let's see if it goes. Nope. Okay. She actually does resist you because look at my success for her human, which is closer to a target number than your success is. She's just gonna be like,
Oh.
I've known you for too long, Talbot.
I thought it was.
No, like,
I thought it was a higher number. This is from my understanding. I thought it was a higher number that wins. That's why having a higher target number helps you when you're doing those competitions. I could be wrong. I'm just trying to make sure I understand the rules for my own sake going forward in the future.
You know what? That might be true. Let me double check that just for the sake of thoroughness.
'Cause that's where the benefit would come in of having a higher target number is still being more skilled.
Opposed test. Let's see. An opposed test. If two character skills oppose each other, but neither needs to roll the high rating. Why doesn't it say there? So here we go. You succeed. Opponent, otherwise, whoever rolled higher succeeds and the other fails. Yeah, that's fair. Fair. You win, Talbot. She looks the wrong way.
and hey, Fenton, found this weird note on my car. Can you come take a look at it?
She has a weird note on her car.
Yeah, it's in this weird language I can't read. Do you think you could decipher it?
Through all the pain, excitement in his eyes as he stands up and limps over to you.
Okay. Okay, come on, bud. Outside the room.
Not a dog.
I don't know, you're on Tylenol, might.
What's up?
Okay. Are we out of earshot of DeLuca yet?
Yeah, I guess you are. She's probably just sitting knitting on her bed, very annoyed.
I think DeLuca's been compromised.
At first, you see disappointment wash over his face when he realizes there is no note to translate. But then he goes, "Why do you think that?"
I checked the water in the bathroom, and it was running medium. That usually means that there was just hot water running. That creature we faced does not like warm water, or warm at all. Secondly, she drank a lot of water. She's also really out of it. And I can't really prove anything yet. She didn't come into contact with it, I don't think, but I don't know how this thing spreads, so I think we need to be careful.
I thought all of our water we've been drinking was bottled, though.
Yeah,
You've been
that's
getting
why
us
I don't know.
iceless. You've been getting us big gulps without ice.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused as to why this could be affecting her, but...
She didn't take a shower or anything, did she?
You've been sleeping. You don't know.
The water ran hot. That means it must have been run recently, I'm guessing. So...
Maybe you heard her flushing just recently, so clearly maybe she was just washing her hands.
I'll
Yeah.
keep an eye on her.
I'd actually prefer if you two remain separate for now. I don't want to come back to a dead body. Yeah.
Speaking of keeping a watch on, you know that motel room with the blinders? You're being watched again.
Right. Yeah, and then there's that dude. So, that's great.
You think he's with the media, the UFO conspiracy theorists?
I don't think so. I haven't seen the crew, but if they're they were out and about when I left. So I'm thinking
Might
if
be
he
worth-
was with them, he'd be with them.
Whatever it is,
So,
he's watching. He's got interest in us, and I don't like that. Maybe we should
yeah.
look into what that is, what he wants. I have to say,
Yeah.
as weird as it sounds, the UFO people might actually be the closest thing to an ally we have right now in this town.
I know. The only problem is that Agent Adam or higher ups might get a bit upset if we start entertaining them.
Oh.
So, yeah. Again, it could be worth going undercover for this and talking to them, but if they knew where to find us, they probably know what we look like.
They definitely know what we look like. They know our rooms. They know a lot, which is concerning in its own rights.
Yeah. Look, I think we need to get rid of this thing tonight. I don't think we can survive another night here. With the UFO people, with that guy who's watching us, with DeLuca, I think our only option is to get out of here tonight. I know you're not in the best condition, but I don't think any of us are going to make it out if we stay.
We can't do anything until we at least get rid of that creature.
And that's
So-
why I did my shopping. So hopefully, yeah, we go in, we throw stuff, we get out.
You're scheduled to get a delivery from Knoxville tomorrow morning, apparently.
I know you're nervous, but maybe we should just try and stick it out at least another night, get some more rest, and not rush this
Maybe.
thing. Last
Maybe-
night was pretty improvised, and DeLuca got shot, and I got pummeled by a fucking giant jelly thing.
Yeah, I was there, I remember. But we need to set up a watch at the very least.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll talk to DeLuca for a bit before I go for my next nap and see if I can maybe get a feel for what's going on with her and go from there.
Yeah. Oh, and I had a thought. I wanted to run this by Blair too, but if the creature is sensitive to heat, I wonder if we could cure Billy Ray by giving him some sort of induced fever, like with malaria. Obviously,
Cook
it's
it out of him.
risky.
Cook it out of him.
Yeah, it's obviously risky. We'd have to be sedated so he didn't fight and all that, but it could give us an idea of how we could cure DeLuca if we ever needed to.
It's definitely worth mentioning to Blair and see what she thinks. She's the
Yeah.
expert.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll just wait for her to get back and then we'll see.
All right, I'm gonna go talk to DeLuca and seriously maybe consider if you want to go deal with our observer. I'll go with you.
And let's talk to DeLuca first, and then we'll go deal with him.
Meanwhile, in a different part of town, Blair is standing watch as before, and it is excruciatingly boring, Blair. You've been standing there for hours now. At least it's not raining anymore, so that's good.
Yeah, I suppose.
Was that?
Oh, I just said yeah.
Yep. Wet sidewalks. Some locals who are out for a stroll. They're smiling, and it's some clouds in the air, gentle breeze. It's perfect early fall, let's go for a walk type of weather, and the locals seem to be taking advantage of that. But as for the town hall, no, nothing going on there. It's just dark. Officers patrolling, staying not too far away, always glancing in your general direction, until you're approached by a gentleman in a suit, a business suit, very expensive business suit. What is he wearing? Armani? There's a silk tie. He looks distinctly Middle Eastern, and I recognize his face from a certain cave painting that you saw a bunch of years ago in the Arizona desert.
Of course.
He's coming up to you. He smiles a little bit, but he's also nodding and... Dr. Blair, I presume? I'm Stephen Aziz. And he's holding out his hand to you.
Yes, that's my name. Of course, she shakes his hand.
Yes, my sincere condolences. I'm sure it will be a trying time for you. I think personally that your little group should have taken my deal, but it's too late now. Enjoy the rest of this Sunday. It's fairly nice weather, at least. We can at least enjoy the sun before fall and winter comes, no? Yes. Give my regard to the others. And my sympathies. And then he just continues strolling down the sidewalk.
Oh, God. Fenton is dead. He's got a brain bleed. It's gone untreated.
Or he could be talking about DeLuca, maybe.
That's what I think. Out of character, but
Yeah. Maybe. Oh no. They're taking a deal, Fenton. We need to know this stuff.
Alpha Cell said don't do it. It's naughty.
Sometimes you gotta
Acel
break the
did say
rules.
no, don't do it. That's true.
Was Acel here fighting this battle? No, it's us.
I'm still learning how it all works. Quit yelling at me.
No! No, we will not!
I think Blair's gonna head back to Merlin Shut-Eye after that encounter.
Alright. I guess you'll catch up with Talbot and the others then.
There's something I have to mention to you all. I just ran back into the same Middle Eastern guy.
This?
Yes, him.
Did he offer the deal again?
No, he just offered his condolences.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
I think it means one of us is already dead.
Resident taps his forehead.
I kind of just look over at DeLuca.
DeLuca is grabbing one of the empty big gulps and she's going into the washroom with it.
Is she okay? Did I miss something?
Don't let her get the tap water.
The tap is going to get turned on.
Can I slap it out of her hand?
What are you doing?
Don't drink the tap water! Don't you remember us saying this
Sorry.
several times?
Okay, I'm just gonna go down to the store to get some more big gulps. Anybody want one? I'm just parched around here.
I can go with you for that.
Sure.
Pretty good at driving.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Before we go,
I grab
Huh?
Talbot by the arm and say, "Hold up, I need to talk to you real quick."
Make it quick. DeLuca's parched.
Yeah, so was the kid.
Hey, DeLuca, you feeling sore?
No.
Have you hadn't been drinking from the tap throughout the day while I was sleeping or showered or anything?
No.
Yeah, I said I was
Okay,
looking for water.
We'll get you some big gulps real quick. Yeah. You've been cooped up all day. It's hardly fair that you have to go without while the rest of us are out having fun. Let's go.
Exactly, she says.
Yeah. Hey, Fenton, want anything while I'm out getting big gulps?
I'll take another Coke, another big gulp.
Okay.
More big gulps for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell, in between this, did I tell Dr. Blair my idea about the fever?
You can.
Okay. What do you think about giving an induced fever to the libre spy? The creature doesn't like heat, but causing one, like, induced or malaria or something, could maybe give us an idea of how to treat people with this? What do you think?
I suppose it could work. I don't know how dangerous it might be to inflict one ourselves.
It's probably pretty dangerous, but compared to what the creature does, you're the expert here. Uh, just.
I'll look into it.
Okay. Yeah. That's.
Not that you're
Cool,
an
you
expert
do
on
that well.
xenobiology or anything, Blair.
Why is
Cool,
it xenobiology?
Yeah.
What is xenobiology? What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. The creature was clearly not human, right?
I mean, it's Jello.
And human. Approximately 6 of them.
Seriously, when she was saying she hasn't been drinking the water or anything like that, did she sound like she was being genuine or
she might have
dodgy
been
or
drinking the water, yeah.
maybe it is in the water then? I guess when they go out the door, is Blair, are you staying in the room? We're going with them.
I'm staying.
I'm actually going to suggest to you when they go out the door, the kid was showing a lot of the same symptoms that DeLuca is showing now. Maybe you should go with them just in case.
True.
I think whatever happened to him is happening to her.
And you'll be fine here alone?
I can't get much worse than it already is, now can it?
True. Yeah, I'll go ahead with the 2.
Blair, give me an alertness check.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah, not at all.
Benson's just
nothing,
gonna-
nothing. Talbot,
When she leaves.
the blinders are moving again. Whoever is watching you from that motel room is definitely watching you from that motel room.
I wave at this point. I'm done. I'm done playing these spy games. I'm a demolitions expert, not a spy.
What does that mean in this context?
That means I'm done with the espionage. I know they're there. They know I'm there. I'm waving like a neighbor.
Yeah, the blinders immediately just shut again.
Yeah. Cool.
If they're trying to be spies on you, they're very terrible at their jobs.
Yeah. So I assume I'm driving the car to the local 7-Eleven?
Yep, absolutely.
Not that it should matter, but in case you make a scary monster jump out at me, I just want you to know that Fenton is laying in the bed, cradling a shotgun.
Okay.
Oh,
that's fair.
wait. Did I leave the machine gun with Fenton?
I don't know where you have the submachine gun. Do you have it in the trunk or do you have it in the room?
I think I
might
have it
be-
in the trunk.
Okay.
I kind of remember last moment. I like jump out of the driver's seat, and grab it, and just jog across to the room. Like, hey, keep this.
Cradling the shotgun and the submachine gun, so I have options.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, don't die.
The submachine gun is excellent for hosing down a close target with lots of 9mm.
Okay, so now to the 7-Eleven.
Yes. All right. Yeah, you're stocking up on Big Gulp.
As I'm
All 3 of you together.
as I'm driving back, I like turn up the heat in the car just to gauge Luca's reaction.
Yeah, she's gonna look at you with some discomfort. Really? I'm already parched. Don't have to make it worse.
Cold, and
Buckets here.
we can always get you another big gulp. It's not that. Yeah. Anyway. So, do we all make it back alive?
You do. You do make it back alive. We've been
Is Fenton
going
alive
back and
when we-
forth a lot here today. But let's see if this is gonna work at all.
You're gonna kill me off screen? That's not cool.
What was that?
You can't kill me off screen, that's not cool.
I can do whatever I want. Yeah, when you're getting out of the car, and I guess Blair or Talbot, as always, is looking. Just by now, it's just reflex. You just look over to that motel room where the peeping person is, and yes, they are looking at you through the blinders again. And at that moment, DeLuca is trying to stealthily just poke Blair a little bit to get Blair's attention, but not so stealthily that Talbot doesn't notice, because you do in fact notice.
Hey, DeLuca, is there something you want to tell us? You could always just say Blair's name, you know.
No, I was thinking maybe one of you need a new hat. I'm working really hard on getting a new hat, so I need to measure your heads.
Look, if I wanted, I'm just gonna keep that comment to myself. I'll do a human check to see how genuine she's being.
It's just, yeah. Lame excuse. Lame excuse. Yeah, go ahead.
You may want to ask Fenton. He's the one who's really into hats here. Maybe a top hat. I don't know. Can you get a top hat?
I can try.
Okay. Maybe a little goose. Maybe a little goose hat. That, I don't know.
Never once worn a soft hat.
Oh,
She can knit.
She could knit
She
anything.
can knit anything. And she will knit anything. There's gonna be a furious clackety-clack from her knitting needle as she's working on something and drinking a lot of the big gulp. It is now 5:30 in the afternoon. What is the next plan? You have been spied upon by somebody in Scott Adams's motel room. Scott Adams, UFO aficionado, motel room. You don't know where Karen Cola and the Phenomen X Crew is. There's still cops parked in a car on the other side of the road from the motel. They've been watching these rooms all day. Yeah. What are we doing?
I'm gonna talk to the guy who's been watching us.
Who's gonna talk to the guy who's been watching you? Only Talbot or anyone else as well?
Will it affect my healing if I go with her to talk to the guy?
Yes, it would be, because it's gonna be at work.
Okay.
Oh, then I'll go with.
Is walking the work part, or is talking the work part? Because
Yeah,
if I need
it's
like
the
a
interviewing. It's like getting into the
Okay.
interview mode, because it's not I'm relaxing in my sweatpants anymore. I'm now in work mode, and that
okay,
changes. It means
because if we
a certain level of tension in your body and all that. So, of
Okay,
course, I
so
have a
like-
feeling you're all in a certain level of tension because you're in fact in Groversville, and it's different than other villes.
It sucks.
yeah.
I don't know why you mean it's.
Anyway.
It's a lovely little town, picturesque. It's the best Tennessee has to offer.
That's the best.
Just the best.
Sure.
Love it here.
All right, so Fenton is gonna keep resting
Yep.
while the rest of. So Fenton and DeLuca stays resting while Blair and Talbot goes to knock on a door. Apparently, is that what we're doing here? Knocking on doors? Some canvassing almost. Is that what we're doing? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Who's gonna knock on the door? Blair, Talbot.
I'll do it.
Yeah, when you're moving over towards the motel room, you saw the blinds shut again, like really quickly. Someone moved away from the window, trying not to be seen, and yeah, it was not a very convincing move. It was obvious, but they tried. Nobody's answering when you're knocking on the door.
Of course.
Room service. You have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah, nope. There's no reply.
I then just asked, "Do you know about the thing?" The thing.
me an alertness check, both of you. That's just frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Briar? Blair?
I've got nothing.
Oh! No, I
Oh.
didn't see a roll come through here on my end.
On my...
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
Am I supposed to roll something?
Yes, please. Alert.
Oh. I think
A different.
I lagged out for a moment.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
What was the roll?
Alertness, please.
No.
Absolutely not. Okay. Yep, you can detect no movement or no sound from inside the room. Maybe they're just standing absolutely still. There was someone there.
Okay, can I, like, walk off rather loudly?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Guess I'll follow with.
but I watch. See if they
Yep.
open the door.
As you're getting... No, nobody's opening the door, but as you're getting, like, halfway back towards your own rooms, again, the blinders will open up ever so slightly, and someone is looking out from the dark inside the room. You can see the glint of eyes in there.
Hmm. I waved again.
Blinders just shut again, and yeah. Why don't we do a human check? Minus 20, because you've only ever seen the reactions. You haven't talked to the person. No such luck with your rolls today, is there? That's too bad. Difficult one to figure out, that one. Or them, or you don't even know. It could be like 10 people in there for all. It would be cramped, but...
Let's go make sure DeLuca hasn't eaten Fenton yet.
Yeah.
It turns out that DeLuca has not eaten Fenton yet.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good.
Good scene.
Speaking of eating, I think you're all gonna be getting hungry, because it's like supper time just about.
Any luck with our neighbor?
Not
No?
at all.
Real mystery.
Have you tried knocking offering a bottle of whiskey?
That did work really well last time. Yeah, maybe we should go try that.
You do have a lot of booze bottles at hand.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe not for this stated purpose, but they're there.
I have not been beating the alcoholic allegation. Yeah, I guess I walk over with the pack of cigarettes and a bottle of booze.
Knock again.
I kind of wave them in front of the window, like an offering.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Damn
still
it.
no response in there. But I'll give you another alertness check now that you went back.
Darn it. Oh, hey!
Hey.
Look at that, Blair. Someone is... You heard the steps of someone inside the motel room, and then you heard the closing of a door, which you think is the washroom.
Oh. Okay. They're definitely in there.
Yep.
I guess they've made good life decisions, and I walk back, put the offerings back in the hotel room.
Alright. What are we doing with the evening here then, agents?
Resting.
Yeah, sounds like what we should be doing.
Is it gonna be Domino's pizza this time?
Is there Domino's this town? Hell yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But there is a gas and sip that would probably give you fast food if you call them, I guess. Gas and Go. The Sinclair Gas and Go. It's weird. They have Merle's Shut Eye, Merle's Country Bunker, Merle's Auto and Body, and then Sinclair Gas and Go. So apparently Merle doesn't control everything in the city.
Get something warm. A warm meal would really help.
Oh, are we gonna go to the Country Bunker or to the diner?
I'd probably just get something from the gas and go and microwave it.
That works. Alright. DeLuca isn't hungry, she's fine.
Anybody else want anything from the gas station? Maybe a suspicious sandwich?
Yeah, I'll take a suspicious sandwich.
Suspicious
Yeah, me
sandwich.
too.
Very well. Z-Cell has consumed some nourishment. DeLuca will ask you to get some extra big gulps when you go there as well, because we're running out again.
I feel like at this point we're getting 3 just for her, and then 1 for everyone else.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, evening time. We're just hanging out in the motel room tonight, doing nothing. Okay then.
Can I start microwaving the flour?
Okay then.
Doing it in small increments. Small batches in small increments.
Is this where I'm gonna ask you to roll for demolitions?
I'm not actively trying to blow something up. I'm just trying to dehydrate the flour.
Okay. Are you gonna build any explosives tonight? Is the short form question. Of
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
I'm just getting it ready.
Just getting it ready. Very well.
Yeah.
Anyone else doing anything this evening noteworthy?
Very much like to heal, so I am just sitting in my bed or my couch like a good boy.
Very well. You know what?
Which-
This means that we are gonna get the chance to heal by rolling a Constitution ×5 check.
Alright, statistics. Constitution ×5. Ooh, it's a 50-50. I'll take a 3.
Yeah, that is a hit point back for you. Absolutely. Let's see if our friend DeLuca gets anything back as well. She does. You've both been resting up today, so... Yeah, she's back up to half her hit points.
And I assume reading and trying that ritual thing I took from the green box would also take away from the rest 'cause I'm trying to translate it and stuff.
Yeah, it would, because it
And
drains your brain. As all
Being
good
wound.
researchers know, a day of reading sounds like a charm, but when you're like an academic, a researcher, you have to focus and it burns. It burns
being
energy.
wounded sucks.
Yes, it does. But I
That's
can
why
give
I
you the
have-
good news, and the good news is, I guess, are we going to? How are we sleeping tonight? Everybody on.
I'll
alert.
stay up. I'll stay up to keep watch. Everybody else can.
You're gonna get exhausted if you do
Right.
it, Talbot.
So we should
Um,
break
Can we
it
do
up.
shift?
Yeah.
You have 4 people. You can all get a good night's sleep and take shifts.
Yeah, but we've only got 2 who, A, don't need the sleep, and B, we trust. So,
That's
But
important.
exhaustion means a penalty to rolls, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
minus
screw
1
up any
everything
demolition.
until you get good sleep.
yeah,
I
it's
feel like
not fun.
I could keep a basic watch and just making sure no one kicks down a book and to look at us and rip out somebody's face while reading a book and not take any penalties to my resting.
Yeah, I'd say so. You've been sleeping quite a bit during the day as well, so you've
Yeah.
been resting up. It's fine with that.
Between Blair, Talbot, and I think we can establish a good watch throughout the night. And
I think so too. And
maybe we let him go sleep tonight, though.
Yeah. She's been shot. She needs it.
And the good news is, no monsters tonight. The bad news is you can hear the rattle on the window again as the rain starts up again.
Love rain.
8 o'clock in the morning. And I guess we're having our breakfast or such when there is in fact a knock on the door.
I peek out the window.
It is a teen. Looks like one of those people who are working here, I guess.
I can go talk to them if you guys want to stay in here.
It's probably
just-
a package.
Yeah, we just opened the door. Hello? Can I help you?
Yeah, there's some kind of parcel here for you guys. And yeah, there's going to be a van with a courier who is dressed in a suit and everything. Morning, Agent Fenton, I take it? This is in from Knoxville just now. I set out like 5 a.m. this morning. They said it was important.
I'll nod and turn to Blair and go, you called it. Your equipment's here.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, the teen will leave. The courier is gonna go into the room with the box, and how heavy is that box? It's heavy. Yeah, probably using one of those little roller things to get the box inside. And if you help out, it's probably like a good 50-pound box or something. All right, this is from the lab. I don't know the details here, so I can't really tell you exactly everything here, but apparently Ranger told me to tell you that the lab was analyzing the substance found in Spivey's body. The lab doesn't know how it works yet, but it found a simple and reliable method for testing for its presence. And in this box, we have 6 gallons of the compound. It turns bright purple on contact with this stuff. And yeah, we brought like a plastic spray bottle too. That's the dispenser. So that should help you trace it, apparently. Yeah, that's all I got. I think, yeah.
Good. I think we have the perfect control for that right here.
All right,
How
I'll leave
is,
you check guys to it. Good luck. Anything I should tell Ranger on the way back? Or, I mean, you can just call him, I guess.
We'll call him. Appreciate it, though.
All right.
Oh, maybe we have something? Blair, did you have time to consider the fever treatment?
We can try it.
Okay.
Is that something we want to try on the kid where they have him like, in a medical facility and they can do a much more
Yeah.
controlled and not us with DeLuca in a hotel room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant we should test it on Spivey as opposed to DeLuca.
She's going to live in
So
a
we're
server
telling-
room upstate.
Telling the courier to do a fever treatment on him? Or heat treatment?
Yep.
All right.
Make sure he's out of it when you do it.
Very well, ma'am. I'll pass the word.
Thank you.
All right, so now you have yourselves spray bottles that are very much window
Well-
cleaners, basically.
While the 3 of us are outside and away from DeLuca, I want to bring up, what are we going to do if she's infected? That kid punched through his dad.
And punched off the head. So yeah.
We could take her to Knoxville. Have you ever tried taking a child to daycare? You tell them You're going to McDonald's, you drop off at daycare, and they drive away. It's easy. Just do that with DeLuca.
Might it be better to take her to Knoxville first and then break the news to her? What if when she realizes she's got whatever happening to her, she freaks out and...
Maybe we should test her first with this stuff.
If we test her first, that's gonna... do any of the three of us doubt that she's infected? Okay.
No?
No.
If we test her, and now she knows that we know, what's to say that she's going to remain stable? That kid, I don't think he meant to kill his father.
You're right.
Take her to Knoxville first, get her secured, and then see what we can do.
Yeah, let's get her.
Let's do that.
And we could just be going up there to... In fact, we need to get samples of the water anyway, so if we stop by at the lake, we can get our samples and bring everything with us to Knoxville.
Sounds good. I guess. Let's take the submachine gun with us just in case.
And pick up some more yarn and stuff so she has plenty to keep her occupied.
Yeah.
Also, Blair, what would you say to upping the dose of whatever she's on right now, just so she's out of it during the car ride?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, we're
I
gonna
guess,
give her plenty of sedatives, are we?
Yep.
And one last thing before we all depart and everything, can we give Derringer a heads up, so we don't just show up at Knoxville with a DeLuca out of the blue?
I guess you can. Yeah.
He should know, especially because he can make sure stuff is all ready to go. She'll be okay.
Very well. Are we going? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's gonna respond on the phone, obviously. Like, Derringer here. Did you get my parcel?
We did. We have a problem, though.
What was that?
We believe Agent DeLuca is suffering from whatever happened to the kid.
Jesus freaking Christ! Who is doing this? How?
We don't know. We don't know. We think maybe
You've been
it
watching
could be
each
the
other
water.
all the time.
As best we can. DeLuca and I have been held up in the room with our injuries. Blair and Talbot have been trying to keep an eye on things in the town and keep the operation going.
And it happened anyway?
We don't know. There was a period of time where she was separated from us and she was working on something in the room. She could have done something while I was passed out. We've both been drugged up. But
Remember,
we're playing...
Spivey, he has very bad memory from the times that happened. Whatever happened.
We're planning to bring her to Knoxville, try and get her secured before anything can happen.
Could there be some kind of mind control involved?
I have the slightest clue. The police, according to Talbot and Blair, just didn't even react to that thing's presence at all.
What?
I don't know. We're gonna grab a sample of the local water before we come up here. Our running theory is maybe it has something to do with water. That's the best we've got to work on so far.
Sounds to me
Yeah,
like
didn't...
quarantine is in order. CDC?
Yeah, didn't... Sorry.
If we can prove that there's something wrong with the water, like you said before, definitely quarantine the town. That'll at least give us the authority to move and act without the entire city or the entire town being against us.
Not entirely, I don't think. If we hand this over to the CDC, they will call the shots.
It'll give us federal, though. It'll give us more power over the local sheriffs, at least, who currently have all of the power. Plus,
Maybe.
CDC, no matter what, at least they're not contaminated and compromised.
That's a fair point. Don't
Hey,
know.
Derringer. Derringer, we're going to be handing over one of our own. You wouldn't happen to have any spare friendlies that we could take with us? This thing is bad. Like, it hit Fenton once and he was down. I am seriously doubting the fact that we could beat this thing with
Jesus
who
Christ.
we have now. There wouldn't happen to be any spare friendlies you have, maybe? We'll take anyone.
We've never had a surplus of staff with this level of clearance, if you take my meaning.
Great. Are you training anybody else?
Training? This is not a thing you train for. I don't know if you noticed. How much training did you get?
I went to Quantico. Is there anybody in Quantico you could send?
Anybody
With-
feeling up to a crash
With
course in the
this
supernatural?
clearance? No.
Look,
No.
we'll take any teenager at this point, okay?
I'm not gonna
Our-
send anyone into harm's way who doesn't have the proper clearance. You understand me? They don't know what they're walking into. They will be a hindrance for you, not a help.
Okay, then give them the clearance, please. Or at least have a funeral ready for all three of us.
That's not up to me. You're in situ. You deal with it. You know how this. Oh, maybe you don't. Is this your first op?
Yes.
That explains a lot. Good luck. Click.
I think he
Oh
likes
my
you.
God.
You have armed with spray bottles. You have your car. You have your submachine gun. You have yourselves. That's apparently it.
Go get a water sample. We could take multiple samples from the lake, from the tap.
Absolutely. Where do we start? You are at
Tap.
last Shut-eye.
The tap.
Tap.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. You are going to open up the tap and spraying it with the bottle. And the tap will be running purple. Absolutely running purple.
That's bad, right? Yeah, that's bad. Okay. I look
Yep,
at them and say we've confirmed that theory.
Let's see now. Yeah, that confirms. Oh my. You have just confirmed the theory that there's something in the water and every single person in the entire town will have drunk from this water. Please roll a sanity check.
Oh no.
Yippee.
This is going great.
Yay.
Talbot and Blair, feel free to roll a d4 as you're realizing that whoever is doing things
Yay.
here
Oh.
inflicted this on the entire town. An entire town worth of what? Experiments? Poisons? What are they doing? You don't know, but it's big.
It's really fucking with Talbot.
Yeah.
Yep. But not so much that she actually goes into shock yet. How about
Have a
DeLuca?
plus.
Wait, is this the kind of sand loss I can take out on a bond?
It is, absolutely.
Great! I haven't yelled at Finley in a while. I'd like to do that again.
Okay. Roll a d4. Let's see how much Finley will be yelled at. Okay then.
Yay!
That is all the yells.
Oh
just-
my God.
I just imagine she
found-
picks up the phone and starts screaming, it's all your fault!
So
She-
Finley's bond is
she-
gonna go down to a 1.
She
But
found
you
out
take-
that he let. Sorry.
No sanity points lost at all. So
Yeah, she found out that he let Sarah apply to Quantico, and she has just lost it at this point.
we'll find out during a downtime scene exactly
Oh,
how
sorry.
you're gonna smack Finley around. But you did hurt the bond with your old high school friend quite dramatically with that one.
And I'm not upset about that, frankly.
I don't know what that says about Talbot, but we'll find out. Yeah, so there you're standing staring at a tap water with just absolutely flooding purple as you're spraying. Every time you spray on it, it's just purple wave, and then the indicator, the catalyst, just is flushed down, and you can spray it again, and it's going to be exactly the same result.
Maybe this time it won't turn purple.
Maybe it's a good thing that you've just been drinking liquids that come in bottles and microwave lunches and dinners. Because that means that you haven't actually consumed anything prepared with the local water.
Yeah, this is bad, but we don't have to go to the lake now, and this will probably make it easier getting a quarantine. That this proves that not just the source is corrupted, but it's made it into the tap. So let's get samples of this water, take it to Knoxville, and see what Derringer can do with it. What's his name?
Derringer, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we are driving out to the reservoir again. And we're gonna take all the samples we can get, right?
Yep.
And yeah, okay. The reservoir. You're spraying the compound. Where are we spraying it?
Spray on the bank. I don't want to go out into the water.
Yeah, the bank. Purple. Yeah. In fact, there are flecks in the air. There's flecks on the grass.
Is it still raining?
Yep. The rain is not purple.
Okay, thank Christ. I do spray the rain as it's falling around us.
The rain
That would be a
isn't
different
purple,
issue.
but I guess the flecks in the air then are gonna be taken down into the grass by the rain. Whatever's been in the air is now brought down to the ground, and you're gonna see flecks on the grass.
So
Yeah.
if I spray the bottle over the water, the air above it turns purple.
Little flakes of it, almost like snowflakes or something. Specks of it, like dust specks or something like that. Yeah.
So it's partially airborne.
It's microscopic bubbles of water.
Yeah, but not knowing how much of this it takes to be a pain, Fenton just starts really holding his breath as he walks back to the car.
Yes. And of course, the water in the reservoir, since you were testing here, is the brightest purple you've seen. It is definitely a source of contamination here.
As we bottle up the water, I want to give Derringer another call.
Yep.
We've confirmed it's in the water. It's in the source, it's in the taps. Hell, it's even somewhat in the air around the water.
Jesus fucking Christ, what's going on out there? Who's doing this?
We don't know yet, but we're bringing samples back with us to Knoxville, and we can get to work on quarantining the town and going from there.
Very well. Does this mean that we're driving back to Knoxville?
Yeah.
You guys
Yep.
want to do anything else?
I think we should get DeLuca to Knoxville as quickly as possible.
Agreed.
Yeah.
There's still hope she can retire to a server farm upstate.
Yeah. Let's go then. Let's get this done.
Very well. Okay, we are starting to drive back to town and back to Knoxville. And it's going to take you a few hours, obviously, because it's not right next door.
Question. Does our FBI-issued car come equipped with lights and sirens?
Of course it does.
I think we have exigence to run that.
You do.
Yeah, let's do that.
Don't you? How much do you want to press your luck in terms of the speed here? Driving 3 hours at high speed? Talbot?
No, under no circumstances.
No.
I kind of look in the rearview mirror at Vincent and I go, we'll be fine.
She has a 51. She's good at driving. If you want to save
So-
time, a driving check will be required. Of course, if you fumble it, you're going to pancake a tree.
Albert, the amount of health I lost the last time you crashed, it will literally kill me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna kill both Vincent and DeLuca if I push this.
That's fair. So we're driving with the sirens on to get traffic out of the way, but not so fast that you're actually risking water planing or anything like that. Gotcha. All right. DeLuca is gonna look at all of you and go, "It's bad, isn't it?"
It's in the
Yeah,
water
the water.
supply. That means
Yeah.
everybody's infected.
Has anyone else peed blue?
I think we
Pardon?
all just took a look at her at once.
Pardon?
It just stuns.
Blair.
Is that it?
Blair is.
Yeah, everybody just turns to look at her.
Blair, is that a common side effect of Tylenol?
No.
No.
You sure? You're absolutely
I'm sure.
fine. Okay. Great. Just
Oh.
white knuckling it all the way to Knoxville.
How long have you been peeing blue, DeLuca?
Since yesterday?
Oh my god. Why didn't you tell us sooner?
She's kind of looking down.
Hey, it's gonna be okay, alright? We're on our way to Knoxville. We have Derringer, all his people there. We'll get you into a medical facility. It's gonna be alright.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. How are we sitting in the car? Not that it has any importance, of course, but Talbot is obviously driving, right?
I imagined I was in the back seat with DeLuca.
Okay, so
I guess I'm in
Brian is
passenger
in the
then.
back seat with DeLuca, and Blair is in the shotgun seat. Okay, good. Fenton, it's gonna be maybe like you've driven for a good 15 odd minutes when DeLuca suddenly screams in pain and doubles over and just passes out all at once.
What the?
Fenton, you're the first one to see this because you're sitting next to her. How her abdomen, like the shirt she's wearing, it's just blood red. Like she's gushing blood from the abdomen.
Blair?
What? Of course, Blair looks back.
Yeah, she has massive trauma underneath her clothes in the abdomen. Fenton,
Oh.
please roll a sanity check for helplessness.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, violence. Sorry, that means that you automatically pass it, so it's fine. You still lose one sanity for seeing this because it's just so massive.
That's fair.
Blair, you are also gonna lose a sanity point for seeing this because it's so massive. Talbot, you're driving the car. And
Yes.
you've also been adapted to violence, so you'll only lose a single sanity point too. Isn't it nice to be adapted to violence in a situation like this?
Yes, it's amazing. I don't even have to
Okay.
yell at Finley for this one.
Yeah,
Real quick.
DeLuca is just immediately passing out.
Oh my
Uh,
Real
God.
quick before we go further, am I still exhausted?
You are not. No.
I'll remove that. Sorry. Boy, what do we do?
Blair can do a first aid check.
Yeah. This better work.
Yeah, because I'm guessing
Oh
that
my
someone
God.
is going to step on the brakes here, right, Talbot?
No, I'm going. We need to get her to Knoxville
Right.
immediately, based on the yelling.
It's too long. She's going to bleed out right here in the car. If
Yeah,
she
we need
doesn't
you to pull over
get
now.
immediately. So-
Okay, yeah, pulling over.
So pulling up on the side here. All right, Blair, you are just ripping up the shirt and everything. Her stomach is a right royal mess. It's like a crisscross of cuts, like scalpel cuts, very fine cuts, like a pattern all across her stomach.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
And you can't even see any intestines there. It's just a bloody mess right now. So you're just digging in with your hands to cut off as many big blood vessels as possible, and then you're basically gonna have to close the door for the car while Talbot drives hellbent for leather to the nearest trauma center, which is in Murfreesboro. It's not that far away from here, like maybe 20 minutes or so. Roll drive check, white knuckle, sirens on.
Oh, thank
Oh my
God.
god.
Oh, thank God! You get your driver's license back.
You get your
Thank
driver's
you.
license back just at the right time. You are driving hard in the rain. You've never driven this fast. We're talking 150 miles an hour here or more. I don't know how. You have weird miles per hour measurements. I'm used to kilometers an hour.
I make the Autobahn look like a snail's pass.
Yes, that is basically what you do here. This is not a race car at all. You're squeezing out every little horsepower you can get from this one and taking every curve expertly, yanking out all the power and momentum you can from this thing, getting to, in fact, a hospital. DeLuca is knocked out, but we are getting into the trauma center here, and let's see if DeLuca will survive surgery, shall we? I'm gonna roll now a constitution check at a -20.
Oh, no.
No.
43 out of 40. She's being rolled into surgery, and you have to wait to get message on whether she survives surgery or not. And nobody had a bond to her, right? Yet? Oh yeah, we have
We're all
Blair
bonded
has
to her.
has a bond
Yeah.
to DeLuca.
Are we all bonded to her?
I'm not.
Oh, I am. I have a bond with DeLuca, Talbot, and Blair.
Yeah, same here.
That's a bond dying on you. An hour after the surgery starts, the surgeons will come out. Blair might have even helped out in the surgery as best as you possibly can here. I'm gonna allow you to roll a surgery at a +20 if you want. It's not gonna make that much of a
Yeah.
difference, but
Surgery.
you did what you could. Everything you possibly could here. But,
This is going. Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
This is going on. Can I call Derringer to bring over a medical team, corpse recovery, whatever? Just
Helicopter.
yeah, just
Absolutely.
bring it to this hospital immediately.
And that unfortunately means that we've had a bond being killed. That is helplessness, my friends. Which you haven't been adjusted to yet, have you?
Nope.
Nope.
I think we can call this a friend gruesomely killed at least, can't we, Talbot? So everybody has to roll a helplessness check. Oh, Fenton succeeds. Good job. Let's see now. Talbot fails. Blair and Fenton succeeds. That means that Blair and Fenton will just lose a single point of sanity and get another check mark in helplessness. While Talbot will take a full d6. Feel free to roll a d6. Oh. That's a lot.
Oh.
Are we projecting even more?
Good. I just go into a storage closet and scream.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're gonna run into the closet and just sit there and scream for a while.
There is
said
not
we'll-
it.
Benson will stand outside the closet and just make sure none of the doctors or anything bother her. So just let her scream it all out.
That
Yeah,
makes
Blair's
sense.
gonna be standing there too.
So passes Bridget DeLuca, the first agent lost to Zizel, your very first op. He told you this was going to happen, didn't he, Mr. Elziz? As you are eventually gonna get back to Knoxville, CDC is definitely called in. It's gonna start locking down the city. You're not gonna get access to Groversville for a while. Because it turns out, even as you left Groversville, that people are getting sick over there. At a very high rate, apparently. Some kind of flu that is spreading really quickly. And over the next 10, 12, 24 hours, a lot of people are going to lose their lives over there.
Oh, no. We've got to kill it. We have to burn City Hall. We have to burn the town. We have.
Derringer.
You have no access now. CDC has taken over because of the contagion that you didn't see coming.
I don't give
Derringer.
a flying fuck.
Derringer. Regardless of what the official channels are or allowed, is there any way the organization could help us sneak into the town and get into the town hall? We need to stop that thing inside of it, if nothing else, even if it's just burning down the fucking town hall at this point. Is there any way you can get us fake credentials or anything?
Fake credentials at CDC. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see. Fake credentials. This is not going to be easy at all.
Who's locked down the town even? It's got to be, what, State Police, National Guard?
Yeah. CDC orders it, and they're going to put up roadblocks all around Groversville. Let's see now. We wanted to have... do fake credentials... do forged identification document is unusual. We need to do requisition.
Hearing that, I'm sure we can make an argument for doing a counterterrorism investigation looking into the contamination. CDC
Like,
can't stop us from doing that.
Yeah, like counterterrorism, like bioterrorism.
Exactly. CDC can't stop us from doing that. We'll have to coordinate and play nice with them,
Yeah,
but they can't stop us from going in.
that's probably fair. Yeah, you will have to wear hazmat suits at that point because they're not going to let you in without hazmat suits.
We could agree to that, I think.
Can we get some heavy weapons? Can we get some armor? Anything?
You're not going to
Okay.
want to
Flamethrower.
wear armor under hazmat suit. That's going to kill you from heat exhaustion in 5 minutes.
What we could do, Talbot and Blair, if we can get some incendiary-based weapons, even if it's just a homegrown flamethrower, keep it in our bags that we carry with us past CDC's folks. Once we're in town hall, we can take out all what we need, and they'll leave us alone.
If we can douse the town hall in breaker fluid and then put some chlorine on it, we have 30 seconds to get out of there before it goes up faster than anybody can put it out.
We can't just leave this to CDC. They have, if their people go inside there, Derringer.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah,
Why-
get out there and see
oh.
what you can do. I don't know if they're already out there, so they're gonna have an hour or more. Like by the time you get to, it's gonna be like midday by the time you get to Knoxville. By the
If you
time you
could-
get back, the CDC will have been there for at least a couple of hours.
If you could please, Derringer, while we're getting everything ready on the way, have them work out the details that we're going there investigating some kind of bioterrorism, and tell them it's critical that they all stay out of the town hall until we give the all clear.
Yeah, he can do that. He can do
Can I get as much breaker fluid as you can possibly get in this city? And chlorine too.
that. That works.
Can I do some kind of check to see if there's any way we get any incendiary-based equipments?
Heavy weapons will be
Incendiary
appreciated.
based equipments. Now we're going all out flamethrower, aren't we?
Flamethrower or
Heavy weapons.
napalm?
Flamethrower counts as heavy weapons, I believe. Yeah. Oh my. Heavy weapons. Let's see now. Military flamethrower is a heavy weapon, and it is an unusual expense as well. Yeah. Let's see now. Unusual expense indeed. Official requisition. High priority because urgent and everything. That's gonna make a plus 20 on the roll to get this type of thing. Unusual. Okay, let's roll a charisma check here to get a flamethrower. I don't think it's not the same thing that FBI just have lying around. And even if you get a hold of it, it's going to take probably a day to get it, because usually it's going to take several days. So
I don't suppose we can go to the local Home Depot and make an improvised flamethrower. Or
that's going to take a day just to build that, because you have to test it out and all that sort of thing. That's
no. You get that spray can, you get a lighter.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, it's not a build, is it? It's just you with a spray can and a lighter.
An improvised flamethrower.
Yeah, fair enough. If you want to go with just a with just a spray bottle and a lighter, that is an improvised flamethrower. I'll grant you that.
What do you two think? And we could spend a day trying to get it, or do you think maybe it might be better getting some improvised equipment, going to the local fireworks store, getting some fucking those things, the fountains you put on the ground that just keep shooting fireworks up in the fountain?
All of it. We need all of it.
I don't think we
Sure.
have time to. I don't think we have time to wait to try and get stuff.
Yeah.
Go to the fireworks store, get more of that bright fluid, get more chlorine, get more saltpeter, get more sugar, build a bomb.
You're gonna build a bomb?
Build a
Tick-tock,
bomb, build a
tick-tock.
flamethrower. All of it. Thing is going to heaven and then to hell.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah, let's do it. Would that be 2 demolitions checks or 1, since it's 2 different kinds of explosives or incendiary devices?
1 for each.
Yay.
And I'm gonna make the clock go forwards because you're taking the time to build them. I think you're gonna get back to Groversville in the evening, basically.
Ooh.
That's okay. That's okay.
That didn't
At
work
least it's
out.
not a critical.
Just
We still
from
have-
the lab room. God damn it! Oh!
Talbot, I'm sorry, we need to move, but we've still got Plan B.
You do,
I-
don't
Yeah,
Hand her-
Plan B.
I
Go
hand her a
Plan B,
lighter. I hand her a lighter and some spray bottles.
I hand him the winter coat. You don't have armor, but hand it this.
All right. I guess we want to kill this thing with fireworks and improvised flamethrowers.
Yeah, I guess I'll hand Blair the other coat since DeLuca isn't
Yeah.
needing it anymore.
Very well. We're driving back to Groversville. We're gonna be back in Groversville in the evening, aren't we?
Yep. I guess we'll check in with the local guy in charge of CDC, make our
Oh, yeah.
hellos,
There's
all that
like a
stuff.
National Guard has put up roadblocks, so you're gonna have to talk to them. You're gonna have to get suited up in your hazmat suits. The locals will, yeah, it's bad. The local authorities are like, yeah, the contagion is spreading really fast. The hazmat suit seems to be working. That's a positive. But
Let's tell the-
they're gonna have a lot of tents for the locals there.
I'm going to tell whoever's in charge of the CDC's operation that we have very strong reason to believe that this may be a result of terrorism, and that there may be dangerous chemical components still within the town hall. Highly unstable, very dangerous. I don't want any of your people around it until we give the all clear.
Yeah, that's your business. We can just tell you not to interact with anyone.
Yep. And if you see flames coming from Town Hall, say a prayer for us, because clearly we set something off.
Alright, are we going back inside the town hall, even as evening is coming over Groversville?
Let's do it.
Off we go.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Battle plan. Yeah.
The
so
town
what all do we-
itself, as you're going into the Groversville town here, needless to say, you won't see any sheriffs out and about anymore. In fact, no people at all. It's just hazmat suits from the CDC.
Am I the only one beginning to really hate small towns?
No, not just you.
No.
Don't think I can go home after this.
What, you went to Davies Landing, you went to San Carlos, and now Groversville? Apparently that's where all the monsters are hiding out. Small town America.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I'm moving to Pittsburgh after this.
Yeah, Talbot is... How are you feeling? Like, you had the shock to your... everything earlier.
I think her hair is...
But you haven't even had the
hair-
chance to
yeah.
grieve yet.
Yeah, hair's wild, 1,000-yard stare, just... I have built bombs with longer fuses than what she has right now. Have you ever seen an angry goose that's just shaking with rage? That's Talbot right now.
That makes sense. You are stepping into the town hall and there's no police to stop you. Step by step going through the empty halls.
Let's
Up the stairs.
open our duffel bags.
Yeah.
So what do we got for equipment? We got our submachine gun. Do we have any grenades? I don't think so. I don't think we took any grenades. Did we
Yeah, I
take
don't
something?
No.
Didn't we take something that goes boom? I thought.
Yeah, you wanted to take Talbot's homemade explosives, but she was too stressed out and couldn't make anything good.
No, I thought we got something. I must be misremembering. I thought we took something unstable and explosive from the green box.
Oh, we did. Yeah, it was those chemicals that DeLuca knit a
Oh, right. Yeah,
koozie
those.
for. Yeah,
Those
those
are good.
things.
Yeah.
What are those? What do they do? They just explode?
They're all
Blair?
they're highly corrosive.
What is your chemistry rating here? No, you have no chemistry.
I don't have chemistry.
You don't have chemistry. Okay. You have pharmacy. Feel free to roll pharmacy.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
You do know
I
what
was
they do.
expecting to fail.
Nice.
Yeah, if you combine those particular ingredients, you will get Cyclone B.
Do I know what that is? Or does Blair know what that is? Does
That's the stuff
Hunter?
they used in the gas chambers in Auschwitz.
Oh, maybe we don't use that.
Oh, no, yeah.
no.
Keep those far away. That is Plan Z.
Z for Z-Cell.
Yeah, when we're all dead, that's the plan.
I don't suppose. No, that we could like. No, we would need fuses. We don't have them to extend the fuses on the fountains. So when the thing comes on the fountains, was about to hit them, we can set them off. I think our best bet, honestly, is just burn the fuck out of it. We've got these
Yeah.
fireworks fountains we can toss into it. We've got our little hand flamethrowers. It doesn't like fire.
I'm thinking we should set the ceiling of the first floor on fire, and then wait for in the vicinity as long as we can for that thing to come skittering out. And I think we need to stay far away from it as possible, especially Fenton. So
Yeah.
I think just trying to burn the room or the rooms that it seems to be in would be our best bet.
If it's still in the same room, oh shit! It broke the door down. So I guess there's no just throwing the door open. But
I don't think we should even go onto the second floor. I think we should just
don't we have like lighter fluid for days?
we have
Yes,
brake fluid.
Yes, you do.
That plus chlorine will go up.
Okay, so what if we go onto the second floor, right? We just douse the that second floor hallway with all the chemicals. We load the thing out onto it, and when it's on the finally gets on top of chemicals, we then light it from the back.
Sure, but maybe you should stay downstairs.
Yeah.
We handle
Because
that.
Fenton is already hurt.
I
Yeah.
will stay towards the back, but I don't want to leave you two completely alone.
And I don't want to have to tell Laura you're dead. So what's it gonna be?
I will stay in the back, just in case, but I will stay towards the back by the staircase. So remember at the very end of the hallway where the staircase is? That's my compromise. I'll be all the way back there, not right up in front of the thing.
Fine. But if it gets close, run.
I nod.
Good.
All right, Talbot, Blair, you're ready.
Oh.
You're by the doors.
I'll have the SMG, if that's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah. Should I have the flamethrower?
You both could have flamethrowers, because we just bought those
Oh.
like a little bottle spray can things with some lighters.
What kind of role is
Yeah.
that even gonna be?
Rare?
Heavy weapons?
Not really, because it's just a spray can with a lighter in front of it. If you get yourself a military grade flamethrower, yes, then that's heavy weapons.
So what role would that be, actually?
Dexterity check.
Let's
better.
do it.
Yeah.
Ideally, like I said, just cover the hallway with the fluid, lower it onto the fluid, light it up.
Got it. Taking some chlorine with me.
Maybe leave some of those firework things there just in case too, so maybe if it tries to run away, it'll run into them.
Yeah.
So, are we ready to kick the door down?
Ready's a strong word.
No better state to be in, or that we can be in.
As ready as you get.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready as we
Right.
can be.
3, 2, 1, kick! And you look into the town hall, the boardroom where you found it last time. There is no thing there. All you find lying on the ground is all the aldermen and the mayor lying in a big pile. They're all drenched in some kind of fluid, and they're all pale blue, staring empty stares in whatever direction their heads happen to be looking at the time they fell.
Burn it all. Burn it. I don't care. Burn it.
This could waste materials now if we just burn them.
Could just use a flamethrower or a makeshift one. Have we checked any other rooms for this thing?
You can check the entire town hall. It's gonna be empty of people. The only people here are the people in the boardroom who are all expired.
Right. Okay, so it likes places where a bunch of people are coalesced. Can we check the reservoir?
Not since you found the evidence of the thing. The substance.
Can we?
You absolutely
Wait.
can.
Okay. Can we also ask the CDC people if there has been radio silence from any of their units?
Nope, no problems on our part.
Okay.
Yeah, no, out by the reservoir, everything seems perfectly normal.
Okay.
I don't know what we're doing out here aside from looking at the lake. Searching, I don't know, the pump station?
It's the only
Yeah.
thing
You
we
can
have.
find bolt cutters easily enough. It's empty. Nobody's in there.
Do you think it left?
It might have.
But what do we do? We can't leave it.
No, our friend is probably not going to be in his hotel room anymore. I'm sure the CDC kicked him out. And where else could it be?
Jack, the store, the inn.
Would it have left any sort of trail?
Go back and inspect the alderman's.
The police station.
Check the police station.
There's going to be quarantine tape all over this place, basically wherever you go. The police station is going to be empty as well. There's plenty of tents, CDC tents, around town, basically set up in the streets. You will hear the coughing of people who are clearly sick, clearly very sick. Nobody's going to let you into the tents without CDC credentials, because you're the wrong
That's
agency
fine.
for that sort of thing.
Hell, who knows? It could be anywhere. It could be in the underground, the county bunker, underground. It could be in some hidden room in the town hall we haven't found yet.
Let's check for a path like Blair said.
Yeah.
Which what?
Let's check for a path like Blair said.
We're gonna do a search of the town hall. I don't know that you've told the CDC about the dead bodies in the town hall. They're gonna want to know about it
Yeah.
sooner or later, but you haven't given them the all clear yet.
So later, if we use the spray and we spray it like on around, could we maybe make a path?
Possibly.
Let's do it.
Nothing is purple.
It sucks.
You
The
are
ceiling?
allowed to do a search check, though. Because we're doing search. Fenton is good at searching for things, apparently.
Special agent, here I am.
Yeah. I think as you are looking over the clues and the area around here, you will see there's a huge stain on the ground around the dead people, which corresponds roughly in size to the size of the thing that you saw when you were there last time. It's like the entire thing just dissolved into this huge puddle. Like
I don't
it
even.
melted.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Burn it.
Yeah, we
not.
should probably burn it.
Burn it all.
I'm just gonna say deadpan. It's a damn shame they rigged a trap behind to cover their trail, isn't it?
I guess
Yeah,
it
that's
is. I guess it is at that.
Burn it. Call it a day.
Yep. Burn it.
Does that
Start
mean that
pouring.
Z-Cell is done with Groversville?
Yeah. Pour brake fluid on. Spread the chlorine. Call it a day. Just mentally prepare for that call we have to make, and yeah, I guess nobody else. But, so,
Well done.
everybody else.
Derringer has no particular guesses about what the hell was going on. He's not asking you a whole bunch of questions either. Apparently, Derringer can also tell you that whatever the substance was, that biomechanical substance, he's gonna... Apparently, we're back in Knoxville now, in the conference room, aren't we? In the evening. It's been a long day for you guys. nice. It's like midnight by now, by the time you get back. Apparently, the scientist I had working on that substance called it proto-matter because of its strange biochemical properties. But it seems like this entire matter has become inert now. This matter is finished until it happens again, if it happens again.
I think the Molotov cocktail Fenton threw at it may have really killed it, set its timer. Whatever you
Well,
wanna
if
call it.
fire works on this stuff, and that's the only thing we've learned. Have you told him about the thing in the town hall, by the way?
Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely told him about that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we have here some kind of substance. I don't know if that thing you saw was a separate entity altogether. We might never know.
Did the treatment work for Spivey?
Unfortunately not. He tried to escape.
Oh.
We had to put him down.
And Jane? Any word on her?
We found a person matching her description in the Merle's shut-eye. She'd bled out. Apparently, she had some kind of abdominal issue. Died from blood loss.
Yeah,
Which room?
we're familiar.
Yeah.
Which room?
Apparently, it was the room that someone was looking at you from.
God damn it. Oh.
Thank you for your help in this matter. These things, these cases, these phenomena, it sometimes turns out like this. Better luck next time, I guess. We still don't know what worked like that on Spivey, or on DeLuca, or, I'm gonna guess, on Miss Allen. But rest assured that at least if it's up to our superiors to decide, obviously, but if I had something to say in the matter, you'd be the first group to call in if something like this happens elsewhere. Again, thanks for your help in this matter. Get some sleep tonight. You've earned it. And Fenton, you really need to check yourself into a hospital.
Yeah.
And with that, my friends, Convergence has ended. Z-Cell has been on its first op. I don't know how Z-Cell feels about the results from this op. Blair?
Not good. That's all I can say.
Fenton?
Yeah, no, we failed on this one. But next time, and I think that's a learning experience to be more aggressive.
In one sense, it wasn't a failure, and I think Derringer will tell you that. He extends his condolences on your loss, obviously, of DeLuca, and she's gonna get a full funeral. But in this cell, 3 agents are going home and ready to fight another day. Every person who still walks out of something like this is a win. How does Talbot feel about this?
Bad. Like, therapy is definitely needed.
Therapy is definitely needed.
Yeah.
And I think therapy is exactly what some agents are gonna get during the downtime after this operation. Unfortunately, you're not going to get quite as much downtime as you got last time, because you've proven yourself capable of surviving in the field, Zizel. Acel has taken note. They might just call upon you again soon. But we'll talk about that next time when we get together. And rumor has it that Acel might just send you some reinforcements.
Good.
Because you might need it.
Oh, hey, Talbot said you guys needed some help half a year ago.
Exactly.
Been a bit late on it, but
A little
Yeah.
bit late on it. Thanks to the audience for tuning in. Thanks to everybody who listens, participates, and so on and so forth. And we will see you next time when we will see how Talbot, Blair, and Fenton deal with all this as they come back home and try to rest up and recuperate and hopefully not do too bad things to themselves or their loved ones. And then in the future there will be a new call for another night at the opera, and who knows what that op might bring. This has been The Handler and Z-Cell signing off for now.